Nxt. Woo! 2.0, 21st of December.
And if it can get a 2 out of 10, it'll be damn well.
Alright, we're doing very well indeed, and we're going to kick off this show. What we're going to kick us off this show with there?
Andy Hartwell, discussed it by Grayson Waller. You know what, guys? We don't know if it's the fucking order. We're just going by what YouTube uploaded for us, right? So, if this is not the correct order of the show, then sue us. Although I feel like by the time you watch all the YouTube clips, you'd be better off just watching it. I mean, fucking see counting in the ads and that shit. It feels like a fucking hour.
Well, NXT's 2 hours. I didn't feel like 2 hours watching that, even though it was long.
Right, anyway. Some guy called Grayson Waller comes in to the room. Says they should all stick together because they're Australian. He was insinuating they got rid of that freak. I'm assuming he's talking about Dexter.
But yet nothing happened on this show that would insinuate that.
And yet Dexter had a match later on. And even if that match was before this segment, there was no clip involving this guy and Dexter, so I don't get it. Then at the end, I mean, Andy Hartwell's trying to get past this other person who's holding her back, and it's just cringy. I mean, see if someone really wants to get past you, there would be a real physical struggle to hold them back, unless you're like 10 times the size of them.
Yeah,
and this
I don't
wasn't.
Get that.
This was like, oh man, this was like this would be like something goofy where the person that is being held back doesn't want to get past. It just looks so fake.
Yeah, it was fucking atrocious, guys. But that wasn't actually the first time we've seen Harland and Wolf. I mean, Harland and Joe Gacy issue an apology to Brian Kendrick, who then turns around and says, "Well, I'm coming out of retirement, brother."
Brian Kendrick no longer official. I'd rather see Brian Kendrick be the designated official rather than Adam Pearce. But anyway, Brian Kendrick next week coming back, going to take on Harland. He'll be jobbing out in 2 minutes, so that's all you need to know, really.
That's pretty much it. Next up, though, we have the grizzled young veterans against the Creed brothers, with the Japanese commentary team joining us for this one.
Garbage breaks down in the end. I believe it breaks down in the end with like all the tag teams coming out, brawling.
Felt very AEW.
And this gets an NXT chant for the crowd. Couldn't even name you any of these teams. So. Yeah,
like. If I wasn't looking at the clip title here,
yeah, can they tell you?
I would have a fucking Scooby snack.
Right, no, but the sad thing is, right, you could have played that clip and you could have said for 10 million, not show me the title, you could have said for £10 billion, name one of these tag teams in this match, and I wouldn't have.
No, I don't.
I couldn't even have took a guess because
I would have fucking said hi and tie.
I mean, the only tag team in NXT I know is Imperium, and I knew it wasn't one of them. Like, I probably would have just said it for the crack, but anyway, up next
we have Malcolm Bivens issuing a challenge to Fog Wrestling. Can you stay awake while watching the clips? We managed.
Thankfully, this one was only 58 seconds long, so we managed to stay awake.
Yep. Whoever the fuck Carmelo Hayes is,
I have no idea who that guy is. I have no idea who the two guys in the background were. I have no idea. I had no idea the guy next to him was Roderick Strong.
No idea the woman is.
No, but she looks
the guy who in the middle, I don't have no idea is, but I'm assuming.
Are they trying to make the woman look tough, but make the rest of the guys look like?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why are they wearing gym suits as if they're the like tracksuit? Is this the
Team
new?
Angle?
They look like the new Imperium. That's not the new Imperium dressed.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's that? I don't get it. Anyway, I don't know who this guy is. Issued a challenge. Challenge denied. Mate, your shit. Let's move on.
I mean, he cut the promo for 40 seconds. The 58 seconds, Roderick Strong came in for about 2 seconds and he bored me.
Roderick Strong, I believe, the only member of Undisputed Era still in NXT.
The rest are in
AEW. Yeah. It's mad that some people would actually say Undisputed Era are the best faction of all time.
Despite only being on NXT and doing
I haven't said they're the best faction in the last year.
I only said the best faction in fucking NXT.
Hard to name another one like
Sorry,
Malcolm Biden's faction.
Right.
No, I prefer the Way.
The Way.
Apparently they're gone now, but anyway. Up next with Raquel Gonzalez and Cora Jade both set their sights on Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose appears on a Titantron in a pool. has the belt, says she's going to give them a triple threat match. When she's the champ, it doesn't make... She's supposed to be a heel and she's the champ, yet she's offering these two a triple threat match, which fucks up her odds of winning. She doesn't even need to get pinned to lose the belt, but she's just gave them a trip. On what planet? That's like Triple H on Raw, do you know what I mean? Going into Mania 20. I can beat both Benoit and HBK, so I'll give him a Remember when that triple threat match got made? Triple H was livid.
I know.
Because he was a heel.
A triple threat
and he's going into WrestleMania and he can lose his belt with it. Why is Mandy Rose... like, see when you... It's not even caught,
And then the Wendy Cora coming into the ring tripped. And she said that repeated the same thing twice.
I think it's because she fell up the stairs. She was a wee bit...
flustered.
Just crap. Then Mandy Rose's two teammates come out and beat these two up.
Toxic attraction.
Toxic attraction.
This show's a lethal injection.
There's a table spot. I mean, who cares, right? I don't know why the heel's booking herself into a triple threat match.
Because it's fucking atrocious.
No, but what name it, like I just don't know.
Yeah. Next up with MSK going on a wee scooter ride with Matt Riddle.
If you know what MSK stands for, let me know.
Machine gun. No.
No. My. Skate.
Mongo's.
Anyway, right, there's some tag team called MSK. They have a wee segment with Riddle. And I mean, this was a wee bit funny, but only if you take out all your brain cells for the 3 minutes and 17 seconds that it lasts for.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, there was effort put into this clip, but it wasn't serious. Like, and I know you're not supposed to take this serious, it was a piss take. But I mean, fair play, at least there's a wee bit of effort put into this. But, you know, it's just them basically running around scooters and there's music playing in the background. And I mean, I like Matt Riddle. I think when Matt Riddle does the goofy stuff, he pulls it off well. But when these other two are doing it, it's kind of like... I mean, if he wasn't there and these two were doing it together, I'd probably say this was shit. But actually, I thought it was alright. Like,
the one decent hang on the show so far.
Yeah, then they smash into a car and then they wake up or something and they think it's a dream, and then the next minute they still find all the Riddle gear that he gave them earlier. Then Riddle gets off the bus and his entrance music plays when he's getting off the bus. How would that happen, honestly? I don't know. And then they go riding on their scooter and he says safety first and they're looking so they don't get hit over. I mean, it was alright, I guess, but fuck me, it wasn't great, was it?
Exactly. But next up we had something that was pish, but we had... we'll get into it. Ciampa. Know how you know Ciampa's pish? He cuts a promo here for 2 minutes. Braun Breaker cuts a promo for like 5 seconds and it was all superior.
Yeah, Ciampa. I think Ciampa thinks he's epic on the night and he's just not.
No.
He is not. And he raises his voice and he brings tones down and it doesn't make you good, mate. It really doesn't. Then he's talking about, can you handle the bright lights? What bright lights? There's about the big crowds. There's about 200 people in that fucking crowd.
Then he talks about the guy making one mistake at Halloween Havoc or something. Everyone makes fucking mistakes, so he can never have a title shot again?
He was insinuating that Braun Breaker shouldn't take the match because what if he makes a mistake? Oh, you know what? Well, that's by that logic. Then that's like never leave your house in case you die of fucking COVID. I mean, what?
Fuck off.
What's the point of being born? Why just stay in the embryo? I mean,
that's it. Why
come out in case you get hit by a bus or something, or you fail an exam? You know what I mean? Like, fucking hell, Ciampa.
Big Braun though, he grabs him. I'm gonna kick your ass, son.
I just don't know why the guy can't be called Steiner.
Braun Steiner.
Braun Steiner.
Big Steiner.
And the crowd are doing the barking, the woof noises, the dog noises, and I mean, Rick Steiner wasn't even that over, and today he's still getting the whole.
Like, the last time they were done was 14 years ago in, like, TNA.
When was the last time they were in WWE? You're talking, like, early 90s.
Exactly. And it's more relevant than anything on this show.
Like, see, Ciampa, you can't even get... What do people chant now for Ciampa? He's the champ.
Name me one Ciampa chant catchphrase. You're shit. You're pish. You're big cheese. Da-da-dun-dun-dun. Woo! Next up... Idris and Benofe against Von Wagner. What do you make of this bad boy? It was bad.
That's it.
And there was two fucking...
Idris wins, he gets beat up after the match. Who the fuck cares?
Yep. Next up we have a German and Italian guy, the Axis, talking about...
Imperium talking foreign languages. She says she doesn't understand it.
And then they talk in English for about 3 seconds.
Yeah,
And that's it.
there's something about the other team's got, I don't know, and then they said, but we've got generalism or something. Garbage, absolute garbage.
Yep. Next up we had AJ Styles arriving on NXT to confront.
This wasn't great either.
Although I'd probably say it was the best thing on the show to this point.
Yeah, it was alright. I mean, wasn't great.
AJ Styles were in the midlife crisis. I'm from Georgia attire.
Yeah, I mean this guy didn't seem that bad, like, but it just wasn't. Well, it wasn't really what I wanted to see, was it? I mean,
it's like I don't think he needed to mention Almas, the guy, and there was
about
really
10 million times.
Yeah, like if he mentioned him once, all right, but he literally mentioned it about 3 times.
You need a new tag partner because your other one left you. Oh, you don't have a meal ticket because that big guy left you. Hey, I can beat you up because you're riding solo because Almas left you. I mean, we get the fucking point, right?
Takes his top off, then bottles.
I think we're going to have a fight, he leaves. I'm pretty sure they actually advertised the match between these two, didn't it happen? Grayson Waller says he'll get him after he'll get him after Omos. He puts himself over as the next big thing. AJ says you can see Braun Breaker and a bunch of other people being the next breaking
Tony
star.
D and some other fucking
but not
jobber.
this guy. I mean, who cares? Up next with Dexter Lumis versus Trick Williams. Beats him with a fucking chokehold, then starts rubbing his head when the match is over.
Yeah, that was funny, but the match itself
starts
was
caressing his head. I mean, then just stares into the distance. Some fucking nerdy looking guy gave him a thumbs up from the crowd.
Wearing a mask.
I'm giving it a thumbs down.
He's probably had his double jab and his booster.
I'm giving it a thumbs down, to be fair.
Yeah, it was pish. Next up with Raquel Gonzalez versus Dakota Kyle street fight. They were fighting backstage and the referees were telling them to get them in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, it's a street fight. Why be interested in getting in the ring? Then they get outside. They have their street fight. I mean, it is what it is. Raquel Gonzalez wins.
Some very sloppy moves here. A Hurricane Rana maneuver to the outside. They went out.
Land awkwardly because they can't land safely, pretty much.
That's pretty much it. Like, and she wins. Next up with another pish women's match. We had Shira versus Elektra Lopez.
I think I fell asleep during this one, or I just totally lost track of what happened. So
Shira won.
did she?
Yep.
Anyway, Shira won.
All right, let's just put things into perspective here, right? Pete Dunne, supposed to be a big time player in this shit show. Tony D, the next superstar, and they're getting less fucking views than Shira against Elektra Lopez. Not fucking Jennifer Lopez, it's Elektra Lopez. Who is this? That fucking, I mean, yeah.
Pete Dunne, the bruiserweight. They're just, I mean,
He's like, I think that was the main event. It is literally the lowest viewed fucking thing that ain't like a backstage or this. But I mean, I could get more views than that.
yeah.
Awful. Anyway, guys,
I'm giving it
a fucking a 1.
a 1. I'll give it a 1, yeah, which is higher than I think we gave Raw.
I gave Raw a 0. We gave Raw -1 last week.
Yep. Raw's.
Or no, it was 8. I can't remember. We gave something -1.
Raw's gone through a.
It was Rampage. We gave a -1.
I was going to say Raw's gone through a midlife crisis, but it's just.
Fuck, it's been a long midlife crisis. We're at the end of its life. But anyway, guys, till next time, we're giving it a 0.
Oh, we're giving it a 1.
Oh, we're giving it a 1, I mean. Right, anyway, till next time. Peace.